Live from Crossroads Village, Michigan, it's the Huckleberry Radio Hour.
Welcome to Huckleberry Radio. Kick off your shoes and enjoy the show. It doesn't pay us for so long ago. Here on the Huckleberry Radio.
Tonight, it's the Happy Holidays Huckleberry Radio Hour. Our special musical guest, singer-songwriter Kitty Donahoe. And the Flint Jubilee Chorale. Featuring the Huckleberry Players, Margaret Smith, Mary Drown, and Ella J. Thorpe. Our village gossip, Dave Smith. John Choo Choo Coggins, our resident Foley artist. And featuring the Huckleberry Pickers, I'm Michael J. Thorpe, your host for the Huckleberry Radio Hour.
Welcome to Huckleberry Radio. Kick off your shoes and enjoy the show. Hand on sorts of days once so long ago. Here on the Huckleberry Radio. Thanks, friends. Thanks to everybody for coming out. There's so many beautiful songs that we save for this special time of year. We only do them just for a few short weeks out of the year. Here's one that goes back to the 1833 version of a book of Christmas carol called Sandy's. We'll do My Dancing Day. Tomorrow will be my dancing day. I would my true love did so chance to see the pleasure of my play and call my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love, oh my love, my love, my love. Thus have I done for my true love. Then was I born of a virgin pure. From her I took fleshly substance. 'Twas thus I knit to man's nature and called my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love, oh my love, my love, my love. Thus have I done for my true love. Tomorrow will be my dancing day. I would my true love did so chance to see the pleasure of my play and call my true love to my dance. Sing, oh my love, oh my love, my love, my love. Thus have I done for my true love. Thank you.
This is not a stage that you see behind me. It's a radio studio. And because it's a studio and not a stage, you will see people walking around as we get set. There's nothing hidden from them. This is just a sound studio tonight. I was working with the Genesee County Parks, and they mentioned they've been trying to think of a way to, I don't know, promote the theater. I guess it just kind of popped into my head. They needed to do something, and I thought, you know, this place is about history. It's about the past. I love old radio, and what a great opportunity.
Clear as a bell, though, so I'm predicting a cold, clear weekend here at Crossroads Village, with thousands of lights to see and music to hear. Bill the reindeer is going to enjoy the weather.
This is radio as it was. People listened to the radio like we watch television today. The people that are in the show, in the cast, actually come from here at Crossroads Village and Huckleberry Railroad.
Welcome to Huckleberry Radio.
Neil Woodward, of course, has been out here at the park for many, many years. The man can play anything with a string. So, you know, he was the natural music director for the show, and we have him in every single show.
Knows if you've been sleeping, knows if you're awake.
Kitty Donahoe can play and do just about anything. So I have all this stuff, you know, behind me that I know that I can't make a mistake. John Choo Choo Coggins, he's an actor, director, writer. He does a little bit of everything. He kind of ad-libs, you know, and plays along with it, listens where a sound effect might fit in, just like those old Foley artists of yesteryear.
Why, I'm Dasher, I'm Dancer, I'm Prancer and Vixen.
Talking to Mary Drown a few minutes ago. She's our school marm. And she said, oh, I'm almost 71 years old, and I just finally got her big break.
Services were conducted in German. That brings up the story of one of the most famous Christmas songs of all time, Silent Night. It was written on Christmas Eve in 1818 in Germany because the church's organ was broken. That Christmas Eve, Father Joseph Moore had to find music to replace the broken organ. Father Moore gave a poem he had written to his friend Franz Gruber, who put it to music. Here is what it might have sounded like at the Coldwater Chapel on Christmas Eve in 1889. That's the story.
Stille Nacht, heilige Nacht, alles schläft, einsam wacht, nur das traute, hochheilige Paar. Holde Knabe ihm lockegen Haar. Schlaf in himmlische Ruhe. Schlaf in himmlische Ruhe.
That's the story of Silent Night, the Christmas Pickle, and the Coldwater Chapel. Season's greetings from the children at the Stanley School.
Miss Neva Rochester, the village school marm. Good Jubilee Chorale, ladies and gentlemen. Kitty Donahoe has a bit of the Irish in her, but has an all-American sound. It's about the language and melody for this storyteller with a big voice. A big Huckleberry Radio Hour welcome for Kitty Donahoe.
Thank you. Passing hills of stubble and store, rising like the earth's backbone. I'm a weary traveler all alone, heading for the North Country. Winds so sharp they cut right through, revealing the best and the worst in you. The blade is keen, but the aim is true, up in the North Country. Winter comes and well she may, with drifts of snow that block the way. If you can't get out, you might as well stay up in the North Country. I've been to those southern cities, so warm and honeysuckle sweet, with temptations that can blind you, waiting down every street. A woman could get lost there if she didn't know which way to turn her feet. A well-known voice, a fond embrace, the laughter in a treasured face, make me glad to be in the human race up in the North Country. Passing hills of stubble and stone, rising like the earth's backbone. I'm a weary traveler all alone, heading for the North Country, home to the North Country. Thank you.
And now, from the Village Barbershop, where he hears all, our local connection for all the news and gossip, Dave Smith.
Well, there was a long line down at the Village Barbershop when I stopped in for a haircut this morning. I should remember that a lot of guys in town like to get their hair cut for December because that's the other month they go to church. There was a festive air in the barbershop, and by that I mean someone had hung a sprig of mistletoe over the second barber chair. This was particularly curious because as long as anyone could remember, there has not been a woman in the barbershop. Not that he's an optimist, but Bob's brother Eddie sat in the second barber chair all day. Eddie Merrill is known at the barbershop as Bob's brother Eddie, so as not to confuse him with Eddie Lieberman, who unfortunately passed away last year, making the whole thing sort of pointless. Anyway, Bob's brother Eddie had been at the barbershop all day, having lost a sparring match with his wife. He says, "Me and my wife had words, mostly hers." Bob's brother Eddie had been complaining about the Christmas season starts too early. He was sitting at home and said out loud, "There's something wrong about shopping for Halloween candy while in a store where they're still playing Christmas music." His wife made 3 points in one round. 1, Halloween was a month ago. 2, he never went shopping for anything but beer and jerky in his adult life. And 3, maybe the Christmas season gets longer every year in the hope that some people's husbands will actually have enough time to shop for a decent gift. Bob's brother Eddie decided to stay down for the count, which is why he was sitting under the mistletoe in the Village Barbershop all day. It was enough to give mistletoe a bad name. This led to a lot of conversation about last-minute shopping. Last-minute shopping for most of us was getting up on Christmas morning to go get the paper and hope we found a suitable gift for our wife on the walk down the driveway. Bob's brother Eddie said the problem was that women are hard to shop for. His wife did not like the snow shovel he bought her last year. The year before, she warned him not to get her another kitchen appliance and then was mad when he bought her a rototiller. Everyone in the Village Barbershop agreed that the rototiller should not be used in the kitchen. And we generally don't drink in the Village Barbershop, but the feeling of friendship and camaraderie was so strong we passed around the jug, and after the jug went around a couple more times, the feeling of friendship and camaraderie was so strong that Bob's brother Eddie started feeling uncomfortable about sitting under the mistletoe. Marty the barber said that he and his first wife had set a $20 limit for Christmas gifts they gave to each other. Then one year he said, wouldn't it be simpler if they just both kept the $20 in their pockets? That would save 2 trips to the store, one to buy the gift and one to return it after Christmas. This logic seemed practical to everyone in the Village Barbershop, but it did not register with Marty the barber's first wife, who was soon after that his first ex-wife and got to keep his $20 anyway. Just so you don't think these conversations down at the Village Barbershop don't ever have any purpose, you should know that everyone there today finished our Christmas shopping early. We all bought Village Barbershop gift certificates. I never did get my hair cut, but I learned that when it comes to giving gifts, it's the thought that counts. And I learned that not one guy at their barbershop is capable of having a thought worth counting. And that's all the news that's worth repeating from down at the Village Barbershop.
In the town of La Fontaine, on the shores of Georgian Bay, the moon came up, the dancing started, fiddles and accordions began to play. The women as lovely as garden flowers, the men dressed up and beaming with pride. The women winked and smiled and waited, the men crossed over to the ladies' side. Matonde, allons-nous, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser. Perfect. Suddenly standing in the doorway was that rascal called Pierre, with teeth as white as pure cane sugar, hair as thick as an old black bear. He stepped into the crowded room, he bowed down to the pretty Marie. He said, I'm big, but I'm not clumsy, will you have this dance with me? Matonde, allons-nous, allons-nous, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser. Oh no, she cried and she stepped back. I won't dance tonight, she said. Ah, too bad, Pierre replied. Let some of your friends instead. So she sat and watched his partners laughing and floating through the air. All night she sat and contemplated. She should have said yes to Pierre. Matonde, allons-nous, allons-nous, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser. Now time has passed and things have changed. That was 10 long years ago. Now there is a house with dark-eyed children running to and fro. Sometimes on a warm spring evening, Pierre bows to his wife, Marie. I am big, but I'm not clumsy. Will you have this dance with me? Matonde, allons-nous, allons-nous, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser. Matonde, allons-nous, allons-nous, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser, voulez-vous, voulez-vous danser. Perfect. Thank you very much.
I've been a musician since I was a youngster. I've been making a living at it since way back in the last century sometime. One thing that's very interesting about being out here at Crossroads Village and doing music out here at Crossroads Village and producing a show like this in a place like this is the historical aspect of our surroundings. And to be working in this old Colwell Opera House where people were doing shows 100 years ago is a very interesting thing to be able to carry on. There have been so many things that have gone on here in these halls over the years, and to be a part of that whole timeline is just a wonderful thing. Here's a song that was very popular in the days of the Civil War, and I'd like to send it out for all the veterans and all the families that are tangled up these days. The Vacant Chair. 1, 2, 3. Meet, but we shall miss him. There will be one vacant chair. We shall linger to caress him when we breathe our evening prayer. When a year ago we gathered, joy was in his mild blue eye. the golden cord is severed, and our hopes in ruin lie. We shall meet, but we shall miss him. There will be one vacant chair. We shall linger to caress him when we breathe our evening prayer. Later by the fireside lonesome, often will the bosom swell at remembrance of the story of how our noble Willie fell, how he strove to bear our banner through the thickest of the fight and uphold our country's honor in the dark of manhood's night. We shall meet, but we shall miss him. There will be one vacant chair. We shall linger to caress him when we breathe our evening prayer. Won't it tell us the wreaths of glory evermore shall deck his brow? But this soothes the anguish only, pouring o'er our heartstrings now. Sleep today, or early falling, in thy green and narrow bed. Dirges from the pine and cypress mingle with those tears we shed. We shall meet, but we shall miss him. There will be one vacant chair. We shall linger to caress him when we breathe our evening prayer. Thank you.
And now, another thrilling episode of As the Village Turns. Brought to you by the Huckleberry Railroad Holiday Express, Michigan's most spectacular moving light display. This week, we find Ella, the clerk at the general store, and Mrs. Eldridge decorating the store for the holiday. They're discussing the rumor that Santa is in town.
I hear Santa Claus is in town.
No, he's in the North Pole.
I know for a fact that he is over at the Mason Inn. Here he is now. I told you.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Santa.
Well, hello there. I was wondering if you could help me find my missing reindeer.
Sure. What's his name?
Bill.
Bill. Bill the reindeer. How did he get a name like Bill?
Oh, it's a long story, and I don't have much time before I have to get back to the pole.
What do we do? Holler, here, Bill?
No. He'll only come for two things.
What's that?
One is Huckleberry Jam. Bill the reindeer loves that stuff.
Why, we have Huckleberry Jam right here, and it's just $3.50 a jar.
Well, that should do it. I mean, what are the chances of finding his other favorite thing here at Crossroads Village?
What is his other favorite thing?
Oh, he loves to listen to Kitty Donahoe sing. And now what are the chances of hearing...
Why, it's
Kitty Donahoe!
Hi. Well, hi, Santa. I heard you were in town. I just saw the strangest thing.
What was that?
I was warming up, singing, and this little reindeer started following me around. Does this guy belong to you?
My reindeer! Hello, Bill!
His name is Bill? Bill the reindeer?
Will Santa and Bill the reindeer make it back to the North Pole in time for Christmas? Does Bill the reindeer really like huckleberry jam? And just how does one of Santa's reindeer get named Bill? Join us again next time for another gripping episode of As the Village Turns when Ella says,
How does one of Santa's reindeer get named Bill?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to our stage, Kitty Donahoe.
Thank you. You better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Knows if you've been sleeping, knows if you're awake, knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Sleeping, knows if you're awake, knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming to town.
I'm Michael J. Thorpe, wishing you the three main gifts of the Christmas season: peace on earth, goodwill towards your fellow man, and the hope that you will all be home for the holidays. Merry Christmas from the Genesee County Parks and the entire cast of the Huckleberry Radio Hour.
Welcome back to Huckleberry Radio. Kick off your shoes and enjoy the show. The good old days were not so long ago. Here on the Huckleberry Radio, listening to the Huckleberry Radio. Hope that you enjoy this holiday show. Have another smile.
Funding for this program is made possible by the Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs and the Michigan Humanities Council.
Ho, 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 ho!